Wow. Hello, everybody. Good morning, Jorge, and welcome to Uplifters. This is a series of videos dedicated to people who are actually consciously seeking more conscious on the planet, regardless where they are, regardless the method, the technique, the approach they are choosing for themselves. My name is Elena Ardelian. I am the host for this program, and I consider myself so lucky, so blessed, and it's such an honor to invite you today to a conversation with one of the persons who has actually uplifted my whole consciousness experience to a whole new level, and that is Master Jorge Luis Delgado, solar shaman, businessman, and a chacarona. So, Jorge, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, good day. Ajin Punchai, Ajin Punchai Quechua uh, is an old greeting that means the impact of the light in you is magnificent, is magnificent.
That,
So everyone that we are awakening now, we are opening to this new day. It's so important to remember each other the impact of our own life. And what you are doing is that, if you are giving to life, when we are about expanding consciousness, when we are remembering each other about the light inside of us, what we are doing is we are greeting life. We are greeting the day. We are greeting the awakening of the new day.
wow. Actually, it's morning over there, and I see that the translators are asking me if you could move the mic a bit closer to your mouth so that we have a better sound. It's on the other side. Yes, for those of us watching us, this is live translated into Romanian and French, and it's going to be translated in Spanish. And what a beautiful day to start the day with greeting the light in yourself. Now, Jorge, I know I met you in Peru, and you have been that person who opened up the experience of enlightening in a totally different way. I remember extraordinary walks in the Machu Picchu sites. And I remember being in Taipicala and in Urubamba. And one thing that stays with me, and I would like you to share more about this, please, it's the wisdom that you carry and this generosity of spirit with which you share all this to the world. And it's with so much joy that you do it that you cannot escape it. Can you say more about that, please?
Uh, you know, uh, when we connect with our soul and with our heart, we understand life is about service. Life is about to share each other, to remember each other, our essence, and how the design of each of us is about elevating the frequency. As much we remember who we are in service to that light. And light as love, service, and wisdom naturally expand because it's not only about the person, it's about the entire life. As you know, we are one life, all together, playing our own role. Each of us, we are cells from the same body. Probably every piece, every kind of expression of life with their own function, their own service, but everybody we have the same cause, the same purpose. It is about to keep alive, to expand life. So it is so joyful to connect with our spirit. In our heart, in our spirit, there is no limitation. There is no border. I mean, just we want to be. enjoying this life.
Wow. This brings me to, what is the purpose of life? What is the true purpose of life?
Most of the time, we say it is love, but in the Andes, we connect this with love, light. What is light? Light is love. Light comes from light. Light as love, it is the energy that moves, the energy that expands, that energy that brings us alive. So the purpose of life, it has to do with its own essence. So we come from that love, we come from that light, and when our destiny is the same light. What we are doing here, we are expanding that light. When we are aware that we are that light of love, service, and wisdom, we need to start loving ourselves. Otherwise, it's just information for the mind. But how we really become that light is by loving ourselves. Otherwise, we will not understand. Otherwise, we will not love the Mother Earth. We are not going to love our partner, our family. We have to open it. We have to be aware of it. How beautiful, how great is to connect with our own vibration, with our own frequency that is in our body until we understand that through our being, it is running light, it is running love. Our cells are vibrating in that love frequency. And all this light, all this love is wise. Doesn't need that
Wow.
special training to be wise. It is wise naturally, which says have to unblock. So our mission, let go the resistance. What is the resistance? The heavy energy that doesn't let us be who we are.
How do we let go of that? Because Jorge, let's look at this. We have worked so hard to have these hard energies and be important in life. How do we let go of them to reach that essence that we all be? What is it there in the Inca wisdom that you can share with us? What would be, an easy way to start with, or a way to, how should I say, to become more aware that this is even a possibility for all of us?
Well, the main thing is that we need to be aware that in in this world all the energies are alive. Okay? Sami is the refined energy, the energies of nature, the energies of the Father Sun, the Mother Earth, all is Sami. It's fine, refined energy. And by other hand, we have the heavy energies. Heavy energies, we call all those energies that doesn't come from love. Okay? Unfortunately, the humans, we have the tendency to be attached to the heavy energy, no? And there is a tendency. I don't mean that everybody is carried, but one way or other, you know, the humans, we have a tendency also to have negative thoughts. In the Aymara world, Naira is I, but Naira also is the past. So we see with the past. However,
Oh,
we are attached to the heavy energy. We we have a point of view based in the experience of life we have. And if we are strongly attached to the heavy energy, we we get the perception of ourselves from that. the perception of life. So, to change the perception of life, to change the perception of life, we have to let it go. We need to clarify the density of our experience of life. So, because otherwise, this body of heavy energy, that's alive, it's starving, needs food. What kind of food? Heavy energy. That's why the humanity we are searching for what's wrong in the world. We are searching good excuses to be unhappy. Good excuses, yeah, good excuses in order to get heavy energies to feed the heavy energy. So,
So what I'm hearing you saying is that the energy that you are looking for in life are those who are actually going to feed the energies that you're going to have manifest in your life. Or if you're sad, you will be looking for sadness. If you're angry, you're going to look for angriness. But if
well,
you're happy or if you're joyful, you can have joy and more happy feed your life.
it is our choice, okay? In reality, there is a tendency to feed the heavy energy body. I mean, I'm saying we are not doing everybody, but there is a tendency. In order to clarify what is how we do, we explain that these two energies, the heavy energy and the refined energy, we have designed to vibrate, to elevate ourselves with refined energy. That is the light energy. With this energy, when we connect with it, when we connect with our spirit, with our heart, with our inner sun, we elevate. So we are designed to always nurture the soul. How we feed, how we nurture the soul with refined energy, with beauty. Beauty is always elevate. The Mother Earth speaks through beauty. Everywhere in the world there is beauty. Everywhere we enjoy the sunrise, the sunset, the moment that returns our soul. I mean, we return our attention to our spirit. In our tradition, we believe the Inca heart, the heart of the soul, the heart of the spirit, is always happy. So,
The
always
heart
happy
of the
heart
soul is always happy.
doesn't need a reason to be happy at all. You see? So, by other hand, why we are so stressed? We are producing some chemicals that it is giving food to the heavy energy body. So the key is to eliminate that heavy energy body or reduce the heavy energy body. So if we observe in our life, are we feeding the soul or the heavy energy body? We
Mm.
will see that if we use too many cold words, negative words with ourselves, we are feeding the heavy energy body. If we use warm words, we are bringing affection to ourselves. And that's the truth. Most of our thoughts are negative. Always. Reality is more generous than our thoughts. So,
Wow.
in the world with different waves of heavy energies, we create more heavy energy. So, so important to be aware of the heavy energy. How we let it go? We give it to the Mother Earth, we give it to the Mother Sea, we give it to the Mother Fire, to the Mother Wind. Different mothers are ready to be in service. They are ready to assist us in our process. There are many techniques, many ways to clarify the density of the heavy energy.
This is so beautiful. You said it that we there are so many mothers who are ready to take everything that, that's heavy in us and release into the earth. But the one thing that comes to my mind is I don't want to give something that's bad in me or heavy in me. I don't want to give it to the earth. what
Yes,
what what makes it that it's so beautiful to release it to the earth? Wouldn't Mother Earth be upset?
uh, the mother is so happy to assist all her children. Remember, everybody's children of the Mother Earth, and the mother always loved her children. And you will see in the big picture that all the precious stones, all the crystals, it comes in a process of transformation the Mother Earth does. You see, all these energies, heavy at some point, she transforms in the most beautiful, precious stones. That's why you can see those precious stones that have high frequency. So our energies, it is nothing. It is really the energies that easy he will use it. One of the expressions of the elders on the highland will say, they will say, this is like a fertilizer to bring a plant, to bring a flower. Other ways we will, the mother or the cosmic mother. When we work with the Mother Earth, she eats it and transforms. Okay? She loves to eat and transform. She doesn't eat only heavy energy. She eats refined energy as well. She loves beauty. That's why she produces beauty, but has the ability to eat the heavy energy. That is what we call Huchanikui. So eats heavy energy. Also, the people we can eat heavy energy, but it's a technique that we need to be a little bit more advanced. That we can eat with the solar plexus area, eat the heavy energy. The other ways is when we take stone and we bring it to the solar plexus area in some communities, we put in the navel for a moment, hold it, and we are pulling the the histories, the energies we don't want to carry, it's bothering us. We feel that sadness, we feel some anger. So we bring the stuff and we send it to the south. So we believe the beloved cosmic mother puts in the south where there is the portal of the sacred empty. So the
But
other question is where the cosmic mother put those energies, and she put in the sacred empty. There is a community in the Andes where the healer has a little bag, to assist the client, has a little bag, and he will receive the stone in the back of the emptiness, and then
wow.
will blow and will say, Yoxen, 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 which means go away, go away, go away. So, what is important to know that all is energy, and we can practice to blow heavy energy and to blow refined energy, light energy. From where we get this light energy? From our is the inner sun. There is the flame of light, but also is the flame of the divine mother, divine father. Together makes the most powerful flame, the most powerful light that can move any energy. Because at the beginning, we think it's not possible. We don't have the power to let it go. But when we pull the energy of the inner sun, where we have the most magnificent, powerful tool, that is the forgiveness. Without
Forgiveness.
forgiveness, it was a good try. We can feel a little bit better, but the root's still there. So the energies keep growing.
I love this. But and I would like to ask you something. So, where is humor? Is humor a light energy? Is it a refined energy? Was it humor? Because I remember you with every story that you told us, there was also this, how should I say it, this twist that would make things much more easier to grasp, to understand, to make them ourselves.
Well, it is really to connect with our soul, with our spirit. I was telling you, it's our choice. We can choose that very, very, very severe or very serious person and with a tendency to be just more in the mind. But in our spirit, everybody has a joyful and playful soul. Okay, so it's so important for us. I think you have that kind of a spirit. You bring that joy, that natural way. If you plan to be some way, it's not gonna work. You just have to be natural. So
That's
the,
true.
po- the the point is that when you bring that connection, you show it naturally. But the other hand, when you are not comfortable with yourself, you are not comfortable with anybody. And of course, it's the other's fault. Huh? So we
Oh,
believe
yeah.
we find always that the guilt in somebody else, it's their fault. They are creating this situation on me. They are impacting me. I am suffering. Yeah, we are in those two choices. To be happy or to be unhappy is our choice. And in this world, always we can find reasons to be unhappy. If we take different aspects, we'll say, yes, this is terrible. But in other hand, we will say, life is extremely beautiful. It is extraordinary to see those moments we're experiencing when our souls are elevated, are connecting with our essence. Because remember, when we are in love, when we are in our heart, we are in love. When we are in love, fear disappears. So the playfulness, the joy, the sense of humor is natural in everybody. Of course, there is tendencies. One is a little bit more playful than others, but the ideal is that nurturing the soul always we can make much stronger our high frequency and we are more playful.
Wow. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. And also for kind of bringing to the light the fact that it's our choice how we relate to things, how we look at them. And it's always nurturing the soul, the one that's going to make that light of ours shine even brighter. But I also have a reality question for you. You are a shaman, you are a guide of this world, you are a master, you are filled with wisdom, but you're also a businessman, Jorge. And how do you match, how do you bring together spirituality with somebody who's a business person? Do they go separate ways, or are they part of the same whole?
Well, you're very generous with your words, first, I must say. In reality, wisdom is not about what kind of concept you have. A wise person, you see the way how the person lives, how you are experiencing life. And whatever you do in life, it had to be connected with your life. So that means connected with your love, service and wisdom. So a wise person is everybody because everybody is light. Everybody children of the light. So when we have an activity like a entrepreneur, like a business, uh, it is your life a little bit more intense in a way because you see that it is in your hands much more responsibility. I mean, you are taking care something that will, like our job, we take care of dreams, dreams of people. We touch them. We decide how great has to be this dream. Handling your dream was a great honor for me because I know everybody who comes to Peru, they dream for a long time. Some people have to work very hard, so they can have some savings and buy the ticket and buy the tour, And by the way, this is one of the few things that you spend money and you become more rich.
Wow.
The point is this: when we are in service, whatever we do in life, it is natural that it comes from that light. It comes with love. It becomes extraordinary. All the business that comes from that light has destiny, the success, joy, and the freedom. Because if you want really to have success and you are in success, you have to see also not only that success in one aspect, the success, full success, complete success is that it brings you freedom, it brings stronger, powerful life, your joy, the connection with the soul and with your heart, then is the new kind of business, the new kind of activities for the future where we need to see how is the impact in different aspects of life.
Wow. I guess I will have to re-listen to this a few more times. This is so beautiful, because for a long time I thought that if you're in a business, you somehow, well, you have to be a different person. But when you said that wisdom is not about the concepts that you're believing in or carrying with you, but about the way you live your life, and that success comes from this connection to your own light, this makes a different perspective. And I would like to go back to something you say. You were talking about when you have a business, you take care of people's dreams. You are the one who is actually nurturing those dreams. I was one of those people who dreamt for a long time to go to Peru, and I had this absolutely gorgeous opportunity to meet you. And it's just like it stays with me, and I would like to thank you again for the way you opened up the Machu Picchu site for all of us, and for allowing each and every one of us to connect to our own light before we could receive the magnitude of what that site represents in the world, in the history of the world, and in each and everybody's person's life. So can you tell something about where does your love for Machu Picchu come from? Because I know you're very fond of Machu Picchu. And maybe touch a bit upon your way of becoming this absolutely phenomenal guide leading us towards other realms of consciousness that are not like everyday, you know, close to us.
Well, all light is love, and Machu Picchu is a light city. Its light comes from that light. When we go to Machu Picchu, we don't go only to see Machu Picchu, we go to be. Okay? So, what does it mean? Machu Picchu as a big bubble of light. and we activate before we get there this bubble of light that we are. So when we arrive there, we become one with teacher. So we don't see only, we also become. So as a guide, for me, it's a great pleasure to give a hand to my teacher to share her love. So when we are there, it's natural. You are inspired, reading the energies of the people, connecting with that energy, which part is important for our healing, which part is important to nurture the soul, to open some talents and gifts. You know, you would notice in Machu Picchu, everybody receives this. The only thing is sometimes people doesn't have imagination. The different ways how Machu Picchu touch your soul. Some people they are just in the mind, but still in the energetic level, in the soul level, they get some. Even people who doesn't understand anything about energies, anything about what is that light, it is something mysterious. It is something that I don't know. In reality, really, you don't need to know. Just to feel. When you feel the you see that light emerging from different directions, from the inner world, from Ukupacha, from the etheric plane, etheric level, it's coming. So this is the place of encounter with your soul, where the explosion of your inner sun let you see that you are light. That was the dream of the master, the dream of the Apukuna, because we are also in service to those masters that gave to our ancestors the direction to build the city of the children of the sun, in that location. Because, you know, if we call some engineers, architects, economists, very great architects, economists in the world, will say, I want to build a city up there. And everybody going to say, no, no, that's not a good idea. You know, it's not going to be profitable. Well, probably our culture was a non-profit organization. You know, so it had a different vision of life. That's the key. What was the vision, the cosmovision, the philosophy that the children of the sun built this city? All the cities facing the sunlight, honoring the Father Son, but not only the Father Son, in essence, honoring Illa Tixi Wiracochan. And what is that? Illa Tixi Wiracochan is the light that comes from the heart of the great Pachamama, Pachacama, or Pachatama. That is the most amazing light that is in each heart. Stronger
Wow.
and stronger is coming. The mother, the mother is in your heart. Always be with them. Always with you. You know, our heart is a little bit inclined to the left, inclined to the mother. That's the feminine, the left. Okay? It's a little bit inclined to the left. So the mother's aspects to ourselves and to all life, it's coming stronger, stronger. That's why in this process that we call the great Pachacuti, when everything is upside down, everything that doesn't belong to the truth, to the light, it falls down. So what's the truth? Truth is the light. So what doesn't belong to the truth, it falls down.
Wow.
What is the light? Expands. So Machu Picchu plays that role to keep alive, to keep alive that light of the mother, cosmic mother, and the mother earth, the cosmic father's light, father, son, light. So that's the place where it is anchored. anchor the flame of the Ohio of the soul of the Father Son. Like in Lake Titicaca, for us, it is anchored the flame, the Ohio of the Mother, the Cosmic
Yeah.
Mother, the Great Pachamama. So those are holy places. But as we are entering to the new Pachacuti, the new Wilcacuti, when we are aware that life is divine, life is, we start to see stronger and stronger that presence also in our heart. So experiencing this space, which is the outside, we can see it also inside. Actually, we see it from with inside, with the spiritual eye. What is inside of Machu? What is the non-visible to the physical eye? But we can see with the other eye. Do you remember we did a practice opening the 11 eyes? So we can see with clarity, without blockages. We can feel deeper with no clouds, with no smoky in the middle, in the eye. We can see and we can mirror the, the beauty everywhere.
Wow. Thank you for this journey back to Machu Picchu, or in the future in Machu Picchu, and in connecting to that light. And yeah, I would like to remind people that you have written also a book about this,
Oh yes.
Machu Picchu, the City of the Children of Light, and it's available on Amazon. We are going to put the link here. You're also the author of other books which are very nice to read and so educational. One of them is with me, Andean Awakening, which
Oh
is
yes.
I nosed through it before our interview, and I was telling the translators, I was reading some passages from it, and we were talking about the trial marriage, which is something like so wow to our world. And but this is for people to discover, you know. What I would like you to tell us more, is, are you still organizing the tours? Are they still up and running? And if yes, where can people join you, and when, and how, and all this kind of stuff?
Well, our passion became to design, organize pilgrimages, retreats for everybody from different friends, all over the world. Since Machu Picchu became one of the seven wonders in the world, it called the attention of the people, and slowly more and more spiritual people, people with awakening, people with the intent to expand the conscious are coming. And it's our great place to organize trips of 1 week, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days by the power play. So what we do is really what's power? Power is light. So it's the light of the places, the light of the mountains, the light of the lake, of all the mother that as we start in our process to let it go. And as we start the process to expand, to open itself. So it doesn't have to do only, sometimes people believe, oh, spiritual, shamanic, esoteric, oh, that must be something crazy thing, for people of low frequency. It's really about to upgrade to life, to
Upgrade
become
to light.
more healthy, more vibrant, more enthusiastic for life. It works in many bodies. So we take groups. I train a group of tour guides, They have to go also by their process because we don't speak from the mind, you see. It is just flowing how the places are speaking, how is the questions of the pilgrim, because it's very magical. Each group has their own questions. By some mysterious way, the cosmos put us together, in a group. There is something in common, something we carry. It's very, very special the way how, the cosmos choose the group and everybody brings a contribution to the group. So we learn each other. We remember each other. We reflect. We are mirrors of each other. So then it's a deeper experience. So we have groups every month with different tour leaders, but always we have gatherings. Like we will have one in February. We call the Gathering of the Naked Soul. This
The
gathering
gathering
of
of the
the
naked souls.
yes,
Wow.
this is the naked souls. You inspire us, my friend. Naked souls.
One way or the other.
Yeah, one way or another. So the naked souls is very important because without masks, we come in this gathering to talk about what we learn and what we are putting in practice. Because remember, a lot of people were saying, with the pandemic, this world is not gonna be the same. But we are the same. We are not changing, or we are changing, but not so much. We want to return to the old way. So it is important for us to do an overview what we are learning, what we are remembering, and what is our vision, what is the medicine for go ahead to bring more harmony, to bring the Ayin Kausai, which is the Inka cosmovision. Ayin Kausa means how to live in harmony with all the community of life. So we will be in gathering from the 28th, 29th, arriving 28th of January to the 3rd. Okay. So the 2/2/2022. Okay. So this is a special number, but we repeat the numbers for us are portal numbers. So in this portal number, the 2/2/22, we'll have this gathering in Urubamba. Urubamba means the fields of light. This valley is beautiful valley, Urubamba. We have this property Taipicala Hotel. Taipicala that looks Valle Sagrado. This is a beautiful place. You will enjoy the gardens, the hummingbird, the comfort, the temple, the
Yes.
sculpture, copies of the pre-Inca and pre-Inca sculptures, beautiful symbols in directional place where we are in the retreat with the elders, native elders, and because everybody who has a vision can live it, and we will share. After that, we have extension visit of the power places, the Second Valley, Pisa, Collantaitamo, Villarumí, Machu Picchu. But there is another segment, the extension Lake Titicaca. Some other people have taken the extension to Nazca line. You know, so we organize the different programs for everybody. So this is a beautiful opportunity to be together with the open heart, bringing a new dream, the dream of the heart, the dream of the soul. Because most of the time we just want to count the dream of the mind only from the rational side. But we have to dream from the heart. We have to dream with that light. That light is all about to illuminate.
Wow. Master Jorge Luis Delgado, thank you so, so, so much for this conversation and for these nuggets of wisdom that we have experienced together today. And I hope that people will watch this and go again over it and re-listen, because some of these things that you were saying are so uplifting. And I would like to invite everybody to have a taste, have a sip, have a breath of air in one of those trips that you're organizing. They are so much more than just trips, and they are so much more than just memories in pictures. They are chunks of life transforming into different realities for each and every one of us. Thank you so, so, so much for your generosity. Thank you, all of you who were watching, who will be watching in the future, to the beautiful translators who have been translating you live right now, and so much gratitude for you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor. And thank you for what you are doing. It is just amazing how you become in service to the light, in service to the divine mother. Thank you.
Thank you so much.